Hey y'all. Here at Regrow, we're lucky enough to get to speak with leaders from some of the biggest brands in food and ag. And of all the newness that we've rolled out over the past year, what I'm about to show you is what those sustainability pros have been most excited about. So let's take a look at Regrow's new Sustainability Insights Plan module. We built Plan because what we heard from the majority of food and ag companies is that as budgets get tighter and scaling regen ag is top of mind, proving the ROI of regenerative agriculture investment is the biggest obstacle that they face as they try to drive investment and scale regen ag programs. So what I want to show you today is how you can build this business case with a few clicks. Regardless of where you're sourcing from, whether that's in the US or Canada or Europe, you can set up your sourcing areas with just a few clicks. So if you worked with your suppliers to acquire a shapefile that reflects your sourcing region, you can easily upload that in the product. But even if you haven't, you can select states or counties where you're sourcing from, or you can even draw a circle that reflects the area where you source from, select the commodity of interest, and just like that, you're done. With commodities and sourcing regions as our only input, and with a click of a button, Regrow's Sustainability Insights leverages AI to generate a recommended plan for the set of regions, crops, and interventions that investing in will yield the highest ROI. So gone are the days that you needed to run a pilot to get a sense of the impact you may achieve. So let me walk you through this. At the top, you'll see a summary of Regrow's recommended plan. Regrow provides a plan right off the bat using data from years of running regen ag programs. We bake in assumptions about adoption rates year over year from now to 2030, costs like incentives to growers or payments to project developers, etc., and recommend an optimized path. So for your specific supply chain, you can see where you'll be in 2030 in terms of emissions and in terms of regenerative acres in your supply chain, as well as how many acres your company will incentivize, how much money you'll pay out to farmers, and the ROI of your investment, which I'll dive into in more detail in a second. That's all also visualized in charts that you can use to communicate the business case with teams internally. All of this is built from the ground up, quite literally. We estimate the impact an intervention might have at each field and then aggregate that up to get a number for each supply area, crop that you source from there, and intervention that you might incentivize. We run these simulations for each permutation of supply region, crop, and intervention. And here Regrow recommends the areas where you can get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of abatement potential. Of course, all of this is editable, so you can work with your suppliers or downstream customers to update assumptions about adoption rates year over year, as well as cost, and also a benchmark against which you can calculate ROI, such as an internal price of carbon or a price of an alternative like buying a carbon offset. Also, you can add more programs into your plan to make an even bigger impact in terms of emissions and regenerative acres. Every time you change something in these edits, then the business case up top gets updated. There's so much more that we're building into Plan that I will be excited to show you, so please reach out.